So this week I'm coming to you from Castlewood Canyon State Park in Franktown, Colorado.
It's just southeast of Denver. I'm at the west entrance today, and it's one of those places that kind of surprises you. Big rock formations, a couple of waterfalls, an old dam, lots of winding trails, the occasional YouTuber recording on the rocks, and apparently rattlesnakes. Thank goodness I didn't see any snakes today, only incredible scenery. It felt like the perfect place to think about balance.
I've noticed something about myself. When I get excited about something, it quietly becomes my whole world. Lately, that's been creating this YouTube channel.
I wake up thinking about content. I go to bed thinking about content. I'm constantly jotting down ideas.
Don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast. The chance to lean into my creative side and to create something that's not work. It's something I'm really excited about just for fun. But over the last few weeks, this exciting thing, this good thing is slowly taking over my life. And it's been a pattern for me throughout life. First, it was school. I was so focused on studying and making good grades. Then my career, then hobbies. I mean, even anything I would do, I would pour all my energy into those pursuits. Then I usually neglected other important parts of my life, like friends, like relationships, and even working out. I've always struggled to find balance. Do you struggle with this? Maybe for you, it's your work or your kids or your grandkids or their sports. I definitely struggled to balance my son's wrestling. He balanced it just fine, but stage mom here did not. Maybe for you, it's cycling or golfing. Is your spouse a golf widow? Maybe it's your church or your volunteer work. All of these are good things, but sometimes that good thing quietly crowds out everything else.
Years ago, when I lived in South Carolina, I fell in love with sea kayaking. It started as a hobby, but quickly became my passion. It took up all my free time. I became a certified instructor. I led trips. I taught classes. I even helped open a kayak shop. And I loved every minute of it until one day I realized I wasn't looking forward to it anymore.
Kayaking hadn't changed. I had. Or maybe I'd simply forgotten that even the things we love need room to breathe. I'm realizing that I squeeze the life out of good things. And because I've ignored other things in my life, once I've squeezed the joy out of one thing, I start looking for the next thing. Not because the next thing is better, because I never learned how to enjoy the first thing in the first place, at least not in a sustainable way. For me, it's time to learn how to enjoy something deeply without letting it consume everything else in my life. As I've sat with these thoughts this week, I've realized that there are some seasons when life does legitimately ask everything of us. I've cared for 3 close family members during their time with hospice, their last couple of weeks. Those seasons demanded everything I had. And looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. Love required my full attention. Being present mattered a whole lot more than balance. There are seasons when work asks more of us. Maybe learning a new job or delivering a big project. Even training for a big race, a season of hyper-focus is necessary. Those long seasons aren't the problem, though. The challenge is recognizing when the season has changed. Sometimes we keep living as if we're still in a season that has passed. One of the things I love about living in Colorado is the rhythm of the seasons. Summer is amazing.
Long days, Lots of sunshine, nice dry heat, mountain trails, bike rides, reservoirs, so many places to explore. No one wants to waste the beautiful weather, so we're all on the go all summer long. And then we get that big first fall snowstorm. And honestly, we're almost relieved to be snowed in for a day or two. It's permission to slow down, to make a big pot of soup, read a good book, curl up on the couch with my dogs, spend an afternoon doing almost nothing productive.
I need the rhythm of seasons, a time to push and then recover, a time to adventure and then rest. Maybe life works that way too. Maybe it's more than finding perfect balance. Maybe rhythm is how we create balance. Work hard, then rest. Adventure, then stillness. Giving, receiving. So back to my original problem, squeezing the joy out of content creation. How do I find the balance and rhythm and make this in future activities like knitting and watercolors and cycling sustainable? Maybe these initial seasons will require a little more as I learn to film and use the tools, but that season needs to be time limited. Even within this learning season, I can still balance a bit better. Maybe it will be like when you're riding a bike. You don't point the handlebars once and then hold them perfectly still.
You're constantly making little corrections, tiny, almost imperceptible, but that's how you stay upright and move forward.
Maybe finding life's balance and rhythm is about being aware and observant and making small course corrections again and again. So I'm making a couple of small course corrections this week. First, I'm not working on this channel through dinner anymore. I realized I've been rushing through meals and missing one of the favorite parts of my day. I like to cook. I love sharing a meal with my wife. I like slowing down long enough to hear about her day and to share what's working in my day. I don't want to lose that. Second, I've decided to combine two retirement goals, making these videos and exploring more of Colorado. So instead of choosing between creating content and exploring this beautiful state, I'm going to do both. I'm going to take you with me. That's why we're at Castlewood Canyon State Park today. We'll hike, we'll explore, maybe we'll discover what it really means to build a meaningful third act. These aren't dramatic changes I'm making, they're just little course corrections, because I'm beginning to realize that growing older isn't about squeezing more into life. It's about building a life I can actually sustain. I don't want to build a YouTube channel and neglect my marriage or other relationships. I don't want to finish a half Ironman and never ride my bike or swim again. I don't want to lose the hobbies that have brought me joy simply because I forgot to leave room for the rest of my life. I want to learn the rhythms that let me keep loving what I love, because I'd love to still be enjoying the people I love, the places I love, and the passions I love 10 years from now, 20 years from now. If that's the kind of third act you're trying to build too, I'd love to have you walk this journey with me.